record stood for 16 years, 12 World Cups, thousands of matches. Hundreds of players tried. Nobody touched it. One man broke it in 38 minutes, and most people were still arguing about a missed penalty. This isn't your fault. Nobody told you what the record actually was. Nobody explained why it mattered. The broadcast moved on. The pundits moved on. And you moved on too. But the record didn't move on. It just changed hands. Quietly, permanently. And once you understand what actually happened in Dallas on June 22nd, you'll never watch a World Cup match the same way again. The record nobody talked about. Point 1. What was Miroslav Klose's record and why did it matter? Miroslav Klose scored 16 goals across 4 World Cups for Germany. 16 goals. Over 16 years of international football. Officially, it was the greatest individual scoring achievement in World Cup history. But actually, by the time 2026 arrived, most casual fans couldn't even tell you his name. That's the record Messi was chasing. A record most people didn't know existed until the day it fell. Dry humor moment. Klose spent 16 years building that record. Messi spent 6 matches dismantling it. The penalty nobody expected. Point 2. The miss that almost defined the whole match. 9th minute. Argentina versus Austria. Messi steps up for a penalty and sends it wide. Officially, it was just a missed penalty. Happens all the time. Move on. But actually, it was Messi's 3rd consecutive penalty miss across 3 different World Cup tournaments. The crowd gasped. Social media exploded. Everyone said the record would have to wait. Nobody told Messi. 29 minutes later, he scored anyway. From 20 yards, left foot, goalkeeper going the wrong direction. Like the penalty miss never happened. The numbers that break your brain. Point 3. The age stat that makes absolutely no sense. Messi scored his first World Cup goal in 2006. He was 18 years old. He scored his 18th World Cup goal in 2026. He is 38 years old. Officially, those are just numbers, but actually 12 of those 18 goals have come since Messi turned 35. In football terms, turning 35 is supposed to mean retirement press conferences and farewell tours. Messi responded by scoring 12 World Cup goals. For context, most international strikers never score 12 World Cup goals in their entire career. The club nobody mentions. Point 4. The most exclusive club in football history, and Messi just joined it. To score in 6 consecutive World Cup matches, you need 2 things: talent and a football tournament that cooperates with your personal legacy. Before June 22nd, 2026, only 2 players in the entire history of the Men's World Cup had ever done it. Just Fontaine. France, 1958, Jairzinho, Brazil, 1970. Officially, Messi is now the 3rd member of that club, but actually Fontaine did it in 1958 when some World Cup opponents arrived by boat. The escalation here is this: Messi did it at 38 in a 48-team World Cup, with more pressure, more opponents, and more scrutiny than either of those players ever faced. The man who gave the record away. The greatest thing Klose ever said. Before the tournament started, Miroslav Klose gave an interview to a German newspaper. He said, and I'm not making this up, I expect my record to fall in this tournament. Messi is welcome to be the one who does it. Messi is a genius. Officially, that's a gracious quote from a great champion. But actually, Klose predicted the exact match, the exact player, and the exact tournament. He just didn't mention the missed penalty. The man held a record for 16 years and voluntarily handed it over in a newspaper interview. That is either extraordinary class or he really wanted his Tuesday free. Now, here's the part that actually matters. June 22nd, Dallas Stadium. 70,000 people inside. Millions watching globally. Argentina versus Austria. Messi misses a penalty in the 9th minute. His father is ill back home in Argentina. He turns 39 in 2 days. The weight of 16 years of someone else's record sits on his shoulders. 38 minutes in, Thiago Almada lets a pass roll directly onto Messi's left foot from 20 yards. Messi strikes it clean. Goalkeeper goes the wrong way. The net moves. Messi runs toward the corner. Right arm thrusts into the air. 70,000 people erupt. The record, 16 years old, is gone in one left-footed strike. Then in stoppage time, just to make absolutely sure nobody forgets this match, he scores again. Number 18. Through a wall of defenders, after the goalkeeper saved his first attempt. Argentina win 2-0. Messi scored both. 2 days before his 39th birthday. This isn't just football. This is what happens when someone refuses to accept the version of the story where they slow down. A record stood for 16 years, thousands of players, hundreds of matches. Nobody touched it. One man broke it in the same match where he missed a penalty. That's the whole story. And somehow it still doesn't feel big enough for what it actually was. Here's your question for the comments. Do you think Messi adds more before this World Cup ends? And if he does, is there anyone alive who can ever catch him? If you want every moment like this one covered as it happens, subscribe and turn on notifications because history is being written in real time and we are not missing a single word of it.